Hey, what's up, guys? It's Spencer with the Fantasy Fanatics. I'm here with Nathan. We are back with our running back tier rankings. We just did 35 QBs. We have 42 running backs now. It's kind of like we're not taking them from our rankings. I kind of want to make it different, so it's not just a copy of our rankings that you can find on our website at the fffanatics.com. We're kind of mixing it up a little bit, putting them in the order where we would take them. But
You want me to go
yeah,
first?
yeah. You want Javante?
Let's start off. Javante Williams. I'm going RB2.
Top of the RB2 range, I think.
Yep. Fantastic
Um,
player.
if Melvin Gordon wasn't there, I
Easy
think
RB1.
I think he's middle RB1. But Melvin Gordon is there, and I think he will cut into his time a little bit.
Okay.
Najee Harris, I think he's RB1.
Easy.
I think he was going as a RB1 last year, or maybe a high end RB2. And volume is key for him. Do you think if he was getting 10 or 15 carries a game, he'd still be an RB1?
I mean, he gets a lot of catches too, so probably.
I do think the catches will go down this year just because Big Ben isn't there to dump it off. But still, RB1.
Elijah Mitchell.
Yep.
I'd say RB3 for Elijah Mitchell. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think he's right at the top of the RB3. It's so unpredictable with Kyle Shanahan riding the hot hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be tough to tell. But I mean, if Elijah Mitchell is the hot hand for the whole season, then I think he moves into the RB2 range.
Yeah, he looked good.
So I have Isaiah Pacheco. This is tough. I think I'm gonna put him on the bench.
I think he's the stash. I think it's a good move.
I'm not sold just yet that he'll be the starter. I probably will put Clyde above him.
Mm-hmm.
Clyde was a first round pick for a reason,
Right?
And I think Isaiah was a later round pick. I'm not sold by the training camp hype just yet.
Yep. Let's see. Kenny Walker. I'm gonna put him at. I think I'm gonna put him at bench as well, just because I think he's a stash.
You're gonna put him above, or
I put him above Pacheco for sure.
Yeah,
I think he's got loads of talent. I think people are sleeping on Rashad Penny. I think they think the end of that season was just a spoof. But I believe in Rashad Penny. So I think Kenny Walker, stash him. If Rashad Penny gets hurt, potential RB1.
Yeah. I'm going Zeke RB2. It's the end of the RB1 Zeke days, I think.
Agreed.
He's just getting old. This might be the last year of him being an RB2.
Last year, though, he was the RB, I think, 6. Like, people talk like he had a horrible year last year. I think he finished like 6th.
It's just because he goes through injuries, but he plays in every game.
He scores a lot.
He just racks up. He is their goal line back for a good offense.
Yep.
Who just lost Amari Cooper for touchdowns.
Yep.
So, maybe he scores more touchdowns than he did last year, but I think he's definitely behind Javante in the RB2. But A.J. Dillon for you.
A.J. Dillon, I'm going to put him at flex. Matt LaFleur came out and said he's 1B 1A with Aaron Jones. I think flex is probably accurate. I wouldn't bank on him as a top 2 running back.
We got to do we should do like handcuff rankings, like a handcuff tier list.
Sure, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I think A.J. Dillon would be at the top of the list with Alexander Mattison.
Ooh, I got one for you. What about Melvin Gordon?
Ooh.
And are you counting like Kareem Hunt as a handcuff?
Yeah, I guess the RB2 and the
I put Kareem Hunt.
I saw a thing where Kareem Hunt in games where Nick Chubb doesn't play doesn't do that great. Like I think if Kareem Hunt were the RB1 on the Cleveland Browns, I still think they would use Dearness Johnson in the Kareem Hunt role.
Okay, that's fair.
But we'll move on to Rashad Penny.
Mm-hmm.
You might not like me for this one, but I think
that's accurate.
I think he's behind Elijah Mitchell right now. I do because of Kenny Walker there. If Kenny Walker wasn't there, I'd move him up here. But behind Elijah Mitchell for now, with the potential to be, around this area next year. But for now, Uh, maybe, like we said, it could be an Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon situation,
Sure.
but we just have to see, if he could stay healthy.
All right. Next, we got DeAndre Swift. I love me some Swift, RB1.
Ooh,
I think he's at the back end of RB1s. I love Swift. I think he's super talented. He's yet to put together a full season, and Detroit's got a nice offense. So I'm sold on Swift this year.
I am going to do my spiciest one yet. I'm going to put Damian Pierce at the beginning of RB3.
Okay.
Um,
Not
I
mad at it.
think I think volume will be there. I think he'll hot take right now. He'll have top 10 carries if he stays healthy all year.
I
He'll
think that's hot, scorching, just because the team they're on. I don't think they're going to be running the ball that much.
well, let's say touches. Let's say touches in general. Maybe he's a pass catcher. Um,
Maybe.
but I think he's at the top of the RB3 level.
Okay.
I think I would take him above Elijah Mitchell and Rashad Penny right now. And like I said in the 8 sleepers, overdraft if you have to. I mean, not crazy overdraft, but I mean 8th, 9th round if he's still there, and all the other running backs are gone. Don't just wait till he falls to you. I mean, take him. Make sure you get your guy.
You think he's like the clear starter? I'm pulling up the depth chart right now just to see what they have listed.
I'd say
They have Marlon Mack listed as their RB1 right now.
I think Damian Pierce starts week 1.
Okay, fair enough.
I think he starts week 1. I think he runs with that job. I don't think Marlon Mack is good anymore.
I'm not mad at the RB3. Totally get it. James Conner, I'd put him top end RB2.
You put him above Javante?
I would put him behind Javante. I think he's similar to Zeke. James Conner last year he had decent stats, but he wasn't very efficient. Scored a ton of touchdowns. I think he had like 18 off the top of my head. I think that comes down, but still enough volume to where he'll get RB2 numbers.
All right, I've been looking at this one, and I'm really trying to figure out what to do.
I would put RB2 if it was me.
I'm either going to
I think you got to assume he's their lead back.
I'm either going to put him here or here. I'm
Oh,
fighting.
no
I'm
RB1.
fighting
That's
with the
crazy.
back of RB1.
That's crazy.
I have
That's
him at
crazy.
I have him at 12 in our rankings. I'll move him to the top of RB2.
I think he's got to prove it first, but he's definitely got RB1 potential without a doubt.
I think volume. I think he could be like this year's Najee Harris with the volume.
I agree.
Hey,
I just think he's got to show it.
He is a stud, and I was worried about Michael Carter at one point. I'm not anymore. Michael Carter is a small back who might play 20% of the snaps.
Okay.
They drafted Brees Hall at the beginning of the second round when they still had Michael Carter for a reason. They want their bell cow. But on to Marlon Mack for you.
Marlon Mack, I'm gonna leave him on waivers. That's assuming Damian Pierce is the starter. Even if Marlon, it's tough. If Marlon Mack is like without a doubt declared the starter, I'd maybe go flex. Maybe. I think Damian Pierce is definitely the stronger play. I think he's got bigger upside. But yeah, we'll leave him on waivers for now.
Tony Pollard, I think he's up there with the best of the handcuffs. I can't put him in flex, I don't think. He's being drafted right there with AJ Dillon too, but I'm gonna put. I don't think you could start Tony Pollard when Zeke's healthy.
J. Rob, this is a tricky one because we're not sure of his health situation. Assuming he is healthy, I think you go RB3 for now.
Back in
I'd say top end.
above Damian.
Yeah, just because he's a very good player. We just got to see how he does coming off of the Achilles, and the Jacksonville offense in general is upgraded. So it's a kind of a wait and see, but you know what he can do.
Yeah, David Montgomery. I'm going to put him. I think right behind Zeke. I think right behind Zeke is a good spot for him.
Okay.
Did it just zoom in for you?
Yeah.
All right, good. So I want it a little bit closer. I think right at behind Zeke is a good spot for him.
Okay.
The volume will be there. Khalil Herbert is not going to be a thing, I don't think. But I like David Montgomery for this year.
Yeah, last year when Montgomery was out, Khalil Herbert came in, played incredible, and then when Montgomery came back, there was like no Herbert. I don't think you got to worry about it.
It was kind of shocking how like Herbert wasn't seen at all.
And he played good. Like he was impressive.
Yeah, I remember at the end of last year, I think it was like a Monday night football game. I come over to your place, and I was like, "Oh, is Khalil Herbert in?" Because it was David Montgomery's like first game back after 3 weeks. And you're like, "No, he hasn't seen a snap."
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of crazy.
Right.
But J.K.
J.K.
Dobbins,
Dobbins. I'd put him back end RB2 by Montgomery,
yeah, he's a risky player coming off of an injury
but a very good one.
in a weird offense.
I want to say he averages like 6 yards per carry. I think he's like around the Jamal Charles numbers. Like that offense, if Gus Edwards stays out and it's just the J.K. Dobbins show, I mean that could be some serious fantasy points.
Yeah, I like J.K. Dobbins the player. It's just a weird offense. Kareem Hunt, I put him right above A.J. Dillon probably. If we put Rashad Penny there, I think we got to put Kareem Hunt right there.
Okay.
He's just, I mean, is he going to line up in a slot receiver? Like, is he going to line up as a slot receiver? I would think so.
Yeah, I don't know. And with Jacoby Brissett, I think they're going to be running the ball a lot. So I think
Yeah,
RB3 is fair.
I think he needs 10 to 12 touches to be an RB3. I think that's
Okay. Saquon. Ooh, this is tricky. I love Saquon. I'm gonna go RB2. I'm
where are you putting him?
gonna put him right behind Javante. I mean, he's
That's a good
got
spot.
massive upside because of his talent, but he hasn't looked like himself in a couple years. He's supposedly getting healthy, so I'm banking on his talent there.
Yeah. If we get fully healthy Saquon, he's
Without a
right there.
doubt, RB1.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's like right there. Um, but Dalvin Cook will take that top spot for now. Some people prefer Najee, some people prefer Dalvin. I prefer Dalvin. I think you prefer Najee. Um,
No, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'd go Dalvin. It's. I mean, you can't lose. The only thing with Dalvin, I think Dalvin's got the higher ceiling, but Dalvin's also got health risk.
if you take Dalvin Cook, you have to draft Alexander Madison. I don't care if you draft him over AJ Dillon or Kareem Hunt. You have to draft him because he is your. If you draft Dalvin Cook with Alexander Madison, you're guaranteed a top 7 to 8 back, fully healthy.
Yeah, top 10 for sure. Easy RB1. Set it, forget it. I mean, he showed last year. He can handle the big volume, even though he's not like a big back or anything. So
Yeah,
yeah, I completely agree. Josh
this could be an
Jacobs.
interesting one.
I'm going to put Josh Jacobs. Let me put him right behind Rashad Penny.
Yeah, he is
He
just.
made our hate list in like every video we do.
I never have you drafted him once in a mock draft.
No.
I don't think I've drafted him once, even if he's. And yeah, like we have it ranked. I would take Damian Pierce right now over Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, the only thing is that they just got rid of Kenyon Drake today. So it's gonna be the Josh Jacobs show plus White, plus Zamir White, but I mean that's a good offense. Josh Jacobs could be falling in the end zone once or twice a game. That's the only thing that will save him.
He could be a goal line back. Yeah.
Could be like James Conner.
So are we doing PPR or are we
Half
doing
point.
like half point?
Yeah, half point. Me in the middle.
I think I would. I don't know if I should put him above. I'm gonna put him above.
I would put him above Cook
If
personally.
we're doing half point, I would put him above Cook. If we're doing standard, I would take Cook over Eckler. Um, like I said, I expect touchdown regression from Austin Eckler. They
Okay.
also drafted Isaiah Spiller. Eckler has been injury prone prior to last year. I think they try to involve Isaiah Spiller and not rely on the load on Eckler as much. But Eckler's too good of a player not to. So it's kind of
Mhm.
a complicated situation.
Okay. Devin Singletary, I'm gonna put him above AJ Dillon at flex. Um, just not a big run game. I don't think Devin Singletary is all that great, and they've got James Cook, and Zach Moss, and Josh Allen scores most of the rushing touchdowns. So not much to say there.
Yeah. Clyde. Oh,
This is tricky.
I take him above Singletary just for the flyer. I
Okay.
don't know if I'm gonna actually. Can't believe I'm doing this. I'm gonna throw him above Josh Jacobs because I would take him above Josh Jacobs.
Okay, that's fair.
I know we say this every year. Just one more year for Clyde to show that he is still that LSU player. I just
Yeah.
want Just one more year. I mean, he could be the RB1. He's in the offense to do it. He has the talent. Just needs to transfer.
Okay, next Aaron Jones. I'm gonna put him at the top RB2 above Brees Hall. Super talented player. I think there's going to be a big split with AJ Dillon, though. I think Dillon's going to get a lot of the work, but with no Adams, we've said it in plenty of videos. I think Aaron Jones is going to be heavily featured.
Chase Edmonds, I know you like him. I'm gonna put him above. I'm gonna put him right after Kenneth Walker. I don't know who's going to be the starting running back there. If it's going to be Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, Sonny Michel, Miles Gaskin. It's not going to be Miles Gaskin, but it's going to be one of those three. Raheem Mostert's been so good when he's played.
Yeah, I mean, but to be fair, Edmonds has been solid. He's
Yeah,
never really had a lead back role, though.
they've had a bunch of decent. They have a bunch of decent running backs, and
I
that
could
just
see Mostert being their lead back, and then Edmonds kind of complimenting him.
this is like whose backfield was it? Houston's last year, where it was like Mark Ingram, Philip Lindsay, and Rex Burkhead.
Yeah.
Where I was doing the snap counts every week, and it was like 36, 30%, and then like 28%.
Yep.
It was like it could be a situation like that where none of them, even touch fantasy relevant.
Yep. Next, Travis Etienne. Big fan of Travis Etienne. I'm going. Ooh, this is another tricky one. I'm going to put him at the top RB3, right above J Rob. I think
Right
that's
above J Rob.
man, that's so tough because
I
J
would take,
Rob's health is mystery.
yeah, I would take. I mean, James Robinson's coming off of a torn Achilles. You saw what that did to Marlon Mack. Um,
Yep.
it's hurt a bunch of running backs, and I just hope we get fully healthy James Robinson. But I think
That's a
Travis
tricky
Etienne,
one.
I think ETN will be used more than James Robinson, so I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah, you could see Etienne catching a lot more passes than Robinson for sure.
Nick Chubb, don't love the offense. Kareem Hunt's there. I'll put him behind Brees Hall. I
Okay,
might be unpopular, but I really love Brees Hall.
not
But
mad at
Nick
it.
Chubb, Jacoby Brissett's going to be their starter for what, 13 weeks, 12 weeks, 11 weeks? I'm not sure.
It'll be 11 weeks plus a bye. So Deshaun comes back week 13.
Not great, and he has another top tier running back in that running back room. But every year he seems like he performs no matter what. So
I actually saw a video on him today. He actually does not do as well as everybody thinks. I don't know if it's because he misses a game here and there or what, but he's normally, not inside the top 10. It's kind of weird.
I think he's like a top tier running back, like talent though.
Oh yeah, I mean, in real life, he's amazing.
But Antonio Gibson,
I'm so glad I have this one.
don't put him here.
I'm gonna put him just above Devin Singletary. A flex.
What?
Yes.
No, I just want to make it known to everybody. If I was doing him, I would put him right here. I think I'd put him right above Elijah Mitchell.
I want this to be clipped and saved. Antonio Gibson will not be the lead running back for the Commanders by the end of the season. I think it'll be Brian Robinson. Gibson fumbles. I mean, he's super talented. Spencer can attest. I've been a huge fan of Gibson. I just don't think they're going to hold faith, and Robinson looks good. So that's my reasoning.
Ramondre, he's kind of grown on me. I was a huge Damian Harris fan early in this draft process. Ramondre's kind of grown on me. I will take Ramondre right before AJ Dillon, actually. I think he does get some work. I think he is their goal line back. I think Bill Belichick will
goal line back. That's Damian Harris. You know how many
Ramondre
touchdowns
will.
Damian Harris had?
I think Ramondre will take that role.
I think you smoking that Zaza.
What's search up their what's their size?
Okay.
Search
While
up
I'm doing this, you can go ahead and move the next two to their appropriate positions.
Yes, I think right there and right there. It could be swapped, but
Next, I have James Cook. I'm going to put him just ahead of Pacheco. Okay, Damon Harris is 5'11". I don't know where does he weigh? 5'11", Come on.
I'm gonna search it up real quick. What?
214.
5'11", 214. Hold on.
Yep.
Ramondre.
Ramondre Stevenson. He is 227.
I think he's just a big. He may not. He may not like. It may not be like listed, but he just looks like a
He's
big
6
old
foot,
boy.
227. So he's like marginally bigger than Damian. He's like an inch taller and 10 pounds more.
I think he scores. You wanna make a bet right now?
For who? Ramondre?
I think Ramondre has more rushing touchdowns than Damian Harris.
I will take that bet.
All right, $5.
$5 sounds good.
That
All right.
just shows how broke I am in this video.
All right. Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, I think I have Melvin Gordon. He's been going early in drafts. I think he's undraftable.
Really? I think he's got to be down there with like Pollard.
I'll put him right after Ramondre and with
I'd put him
AJ
up. I'd put
Dillon.
him above Pollard if it was me, but no, I get it. I think it's fair.
I think he does get work. I think Javante's going to get fed. That's just I don't have much reason for it. I just feel like Melvin Gordon will have weeks where he does perform because he still is a good to decent running back.
Very underrated. Yeah. Next, we have Joe Mixon. I'm going to put him right above DeAndre Swift, RB1. Love Mixon. Love the player. Love the situation. Amazing offense. I don't think you can go wrong picking him at the back end of your first round.
I think this will be our second to last RB1. I'm going to put him RB1. I'm going to put him right above Swift.
I think that's fair.
He's being taken, around Swift's area just because the whole legal concerns. But I think I've heard that won't be resolved until next season.
Yeah.
If Alvin Kamara plays 17 games, Alvin Kamara is an RB1.
Yeah, there's a lot of drafts where he's going like mid to late second round sometimes. That could be a complete steal. Dude's a stud.
Exactly.
Damian Harris. This is a tricky one. I'm gonna put Damian Harris right above. I'm gonna put him right above Clyde, RB3, right behind Rashad Penny.
Yeah.
I like the situation. I think he'll get plenty of work. Plenty of touchdowns, like me and Spencer were just talking about. Yeah, I could see Ramondre being more of the pass catching back there for sure.
I kind of have a hot take. I am not a huge fan of Cam Akers. I'm going to put him behind David Montgomery.
Okay.
Just where is that? That's
not mad at it.
Round 15 to 18. That's about where I have him ranked. I'm not a huge fan of him coming off of an injury. He tore his Achilles right
Cam Akers, yeah, and he came back same year and
that's
played the
insane
playoffs
that he did that
and looked good doing it. So maybe J-Rob can do it. I don't know.
That's insane that he recovered that quickly.
Miles Sanders, not a person I'm targeting.
Your most hated running back besides Josh Jacobs.
No, Antonio Gibson, without doubt. I'm going to put Miles Sanders right in front of Antonio Gibson. Personally.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of talent, but he never comes through. I mean, it just is what it is.
They seem to really like Boston Scott.
Yep. Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. And they're going to be throwing the ball a lot more this year.
Yeah, so, they have A.J. Brown, another year of Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert.
Yep, exactly.
I'm going to put him where he also belongs. He belongs right above Eckler. I think this is unanimous top 3 right there.
Agree. Yep.
If you're doing it another way, then you're doing it wrong. But Leonard Fournette.
Ooh, this is tricky. I'm going to put Leonard Fournette. I think he's an RB2. I'm going to put him. I'm going to put him right in front of Saquon. I think the weight jokes are kind of exaggerated. I think he'll be fine. I don't see much competition in that backfield. It's going to be a great offense, and so he should be getting fed plenty.
Yeah, I'm going to put Cordero. I wish we could have got Tyler Allgeier on this list somewhere.
I was just thinking about that.
I wish we could have got who's maybe another one.
I'd put Michael Carter on here, Jamal Williams,
Yeah, I wish we could have got some other players on there.
Madison.
But we'll have some of those players in a handcuffs ranking video. Yeah. Do you think Tyler Allgeier is Algier? Oh, I don't know how you say his name. Do you think he is a handcuff, or do you think he is just a sleeper?
I mean, I think he's definitely a handcuff. But I'd probably put him on the bench tier of this. I'd probably put him right behind probably Chase Edmonds, just ahead of James Cook.
So the only one who made the waivers was Marlon Mack. That's interesting. I would have personally put James Cook on the waivers.
I was thinking about it, but I'd probably put
just
Pacheco there
receiving
too.
potential.
I'd probably put Pacheco on waivers as well.
Yeah, so poor Marlon Mack. He made our. I'm sure he's dwelling over it.
Yeah,
he
watches our videos.
He made our waivers video, our waivers column. But yeah, tomorrow will be wide receivers, and then Friday will be tight ends.
Yep.
So those will be bangers.
Let us know what you think. Do you agree with our tiers? Disagree? And for the most part, we try to do them in order.
Actually, Saturday will be tight ends. I'm sorry, I thought I got that mixed up.
No worries. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, the FF Fanatics 3. Our website is theffanatics.com. All season long, we're going to be posting content there. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, share it with your friends. Hope you enjoy it.